It is Purposely Kels, y'all. I am back. I know last week I did make a video. I was out of town with my brother, but we back for another one. And before we get started, fam, if you're new here, if you're new to the family, I need y'all to go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, engage with me in those comments. Y'all know I'm big about engaging with me. Talk back, talk. Let me know something. You know, what's your story? Okay, and before we get started as well, I got my sister with me. Tired of starting over. She's new to some of y'all, and some of y'all have seen her on her channel, okay? Her journey.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. But baby, she's coming back. I've been trying to encourage my sister. Go on, start posting again. Get back. But this is my big sister, for you that don't know. My big sister, we are 4 years apart. I'm 33 and she's about to be, what, 37.
Yes.
So we are 4 years apart. My big sister, but I really love you so much. Yeah, this is what we see. You know, it's okay. I be trying to encourage my sister. She really not big. She got body dysmorphia, I promise. But anyway, y'all see that title? We are talking about from fiancé to friends. I know. From fiancé to friends, like what? What? Girl, what y'all talking about? Yeah. The title is just what it is. From fiancé to friends. And like I said, I need y'all to comment, talk. What, have you ever experienced anything like this? If so, comment. Let me know. Let's talk back, and I promise you, I won't bite. Let's talk. So, sis, okay. Tell the people about yourself.
Like she said, my name is Kimberly. You can find me on YouTube at Tired of Starting Over.
Yes.
As I'm starting over again. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. This
She's
week
coming
I'm coming
back. Strong.
But yeah, I am 37. I am a mother of 2. I have a boy. His name is Hunter.
Hunter Lee.
I love him so much. Hunter, he's 4, and I have a daughter. Her name is Harley Ray, and she is 3. Yes, back to back. I did. Yeah. Take it from me. Don't do it, okay?
Don't do it.
But yes, so yeah, that's pretty much my background. I'm an adjuster. I'm a life insurance agent. I am a mother. I'm a friend. I wear a lot of hats.
Yes.
And we do serve also in the church. So. A lot of hats, and now I'm trying to test out this. I don't really want to say content creation. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But, just doing what God has called us to do to draw people to Christ, serving as well. So, yeah.
That's awesome, sis. So like I was telling people, this is my big sister, y'all. If you know Kim, y'all know she comes off as this high maintenance type person. I'm just letting you know what the people may be thinking. But y'all, she's so sweet. She's such a because of what she has and the things that she has accomplished. I think it's just, but she is so sweet, y'all. She will literally give you the shirt off her back, the shoes off her feet, the jewelry out her ear.
Oh my God,
jewelry. Yeah, she all of that. See, that's what I'm saying. All of that. But I love my sister so much. We don't tell each other often. We're trying to do better. But I really, really do. She has been here for me in countless of ways. If I told y'all would be like, Kelsey, crazy. I know. But seriously, I told her the other day when we was out of town, I said, Kim, you really done raised the standard for these. I put the standard. I said, yes, sis, you to put the standard out here. I'm trying to tell you, baby, I want a man to run up the stove for me, okay? Oh, okay, I'm just saying. But seriously, y'all, she's everything. But let's go back a little bit, sis.
Okay.
Tell the people a little bit about your dating history. Like, how were you with men or guys growing up? What's your dating history?
There's really not much of a history, honestly. For somebody who thought as a little girl, like, I would be married, picket fence, 3 or 4 kids, all by the age of 21. This is what I desire, because I knew I always wanted to be a mother. I knew I always wanted to be a wife.
Yeah.
Never did I expect to be a baby mama. You know what I'm saying? It's like, God, you let me make it to 32 years without having kids, and to only be a baby mama. Like, I hate to say it like that because the kid's dad, you know, he is very involved, and I hate to use that word baby mama, but it's just the reality of life. You know, I am somebody's baby mama. Baby mama. So I mean, it is what it is. I kind of just take life as it's, you know, really thrown to me. I really choose not to dwell on that simple fact of, you know, being a baby mama, because it will, like, you will really look at me like, man, you didn't make it this far only to be here. But I know this is not the end for me, and you know, what's the next is so much greater than what I could have ever imagined. So I know for sure I would do this all over again to get to that place that I'm heading to, for sure.
Ooh, that's really good. So was your baby dad like your first serious relationship that you had?
I wouldn't say he's my first serious relationship. However, I mean, first man I had kids by, so you know, pregnant and stuff. So with the relationship with you asked me about my I don't really say I had too many boyfriends. My grandmother, rest her soul, she always just like, girl, and that last voicemail I had from her was like, girl, I'm praying for your husband. Like, everybody was like, Kim, where is this man at? I wouldn't say I had like bad experiences with dating. It just never really went anywhere, and I kind of knew that. But you know, when you're in it, you having fun. I really wasn't trying to live for Christ like I know I should have, like I was brought up. So I was just having fun, you know, prior military. I was enjoying life, and you know, now when I, you know, got out the military and came back, you know, now wanting to finally settle down and, you know, have that life that I've always dreamed of, you know, it's a little different than what I expected, but
because I remember a relationship particularly you had when we was younger, but it was like a long-term Brian back in the day.
Look, I forgot all about it.
Brian, that was the longest relationship I ever seen.
I did. Okay, so yes, I did have a sex. Yeah, that was like forever.
Brian was a long relationship.
He was
a long relationship.
Childhood crazy. Oh my God. Damn, y'all. Oh God!
So you ain't gonna mention Martin, you ain't gonna mention that one, because I'm like, you definitely had a long term.
Baby, once I'm done, who?
What's your name?
I do not know that man.
So and I think too, even just going back, I think too, and I'm not just saying this because she's my sister, but I truly think God has a special man in place for her because of her heart, because of how she is. I truly think he's custom made, and he will be custom made for her.
For sure.
She just can't have no anybody. And she just can't have,
he's like right off the,
she can't have no anybody. No anybody just can't just have her. So a lot of times it seems like, oh, you ain't got no man yet, but God be like, don't focus on that.
Right.
I got somebody so special for you. If you really knew who I had for you, you wouldn't even worry about
I would do it all over
nobody or you know what I'm saying, your past experiences. And that's what I love about God. He knows us so much that he just won't let us have anything.
He won't.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying those people are bad people, but God, I got somebody I'm preserving just for you. They top shelf.
For sure.
They top shelf. Like, they are being preserved for you and you're being preserved for them. So I know this is the question y'all probably like, Kelsey, well, okay, so what is this title?
Right.
From fiancé
to friend.
Yeah. So let's get into this.
Okay.
How did you become a fiancé? Let's talk about that.
So the kids there, so my kids are by the same man. We were together. I think we got together in November, y'all, and by March I was pregnant. That's how quick.
Yeah.
So I feel like when we were dating before I got pregnant, our desire was, you know, getting married and having kids later, but it came sooner than we expected.
Yeah.
And I think once the kids came into play, things totally shifted from marriage to now let's focus on being parents, and things never really got a chance to navigate back to us and dating. It was all about, you know, the kids, and you know, we're never able to make it work again.
So let's go back. So do you feel like he could have been the one before the kids?
Of course, I always thought he was an amazing person. He's something that I never had in regards of me always being the giver and the person is always doing for others. And he poured into me in that aspect of, you know, if I mention that I want something, you know, even still to this day, like if I mention just in conversation, like, oh, I think I want to grill. I want to learn how to grill. Oh, got to grill for Mother's Day. You know, like he's always been that type just to whatever I needed, he find a way to get it or do it. But for me, it takes more than that. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to be like that. And people's like, well, you should have stayed with him. Like, he never cheated on you, he never talked to you crazy and put his hands on. But some people are okay with settling for that's just enough for them.
That's good.
That wasn't enough for me because I truly know when I think of my husband, what I desire. And I'm telling y'all, it's like I can feel the love. I can't put it into words, but I just know, and I feel like when this man comes to, like, I would just know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So things change, people change, life happens, you know, and I'm okay with it. At first, when we first broke up, I was, if I can be honest, a little bitter, because I'm like, why is it just so hard for you to just do what it is I'm asking you to do, you know? But I have to understand if that's not the person you're meant to be with, ain't nothing he can possibly do that'll make it work, because that's not who you're supposed to be with. And you get to a point you just tired of forcing it. So I called off the engagement. I gave the ring back. I did.
Wow.
I gave it back. Some people was like, you should have got it. I gave it back. I moved out, got my own place. I think I was pregnant with Harley when I moved out, 7 to 8 months pregnant, moving boxes. Because it gets to a point where you just have to say enough is enough. I'm not going to continue. I can say, why wait till Harley get here and move? I wait. Wow. No, for what? If you know it's not going, why are you continuing in a cycle that you know is not going to work?
Cycle.
I just knew it wasn't going to work, so there's no point of prolonging the inevitable. And we tried again after our daughter. We tried to, you know, make it work again, but it's just, you know, now I can finally walk. Because, you know, the first time when I left, I was like, man, I'm always the type I'll try till I can't try no more. And so once I leave, I have no regrets. So I did have some regrets the first time because I was like, man, I could have done this better. You know, I was hormonal. You know, I wasn't the nicest to him. So I was like, well, you know, I'll give it another shot. And now I can finally say I have no regrets. You know, I've done all that I know that I could have possibly have done, and it is what it is.
That's very good, because maybe we have somebody watching that went through that, but they're very bitter.
Oh yeah,
you know,
be bitter.
They may be bitter, like I wanted this to work so bad. You know, this the person I see my life with. Yeah. You know, and you may have a woman watching, or either a man watching, like, how do I let go of the hurt going from a fiancé to free? Well, supposed to be free.
For me, it was nobody but God, because when I first broke up with him, like, I was on child support. Like, I was ready to go down to child support. I was ready, but I knew I didn't need his money. Yeah, and I think that's the difference with me. People think that you could just buy Kim stuff. They think people really think, like she said, I had to joke because a lot of people do look at me and automatically think I'm high maintenance, I'm stuck up. But y'all, I promise you I'm not. I'm just so down to earth. I'm the type, if I got it, you got it. Friends, family, doesn't matter. I'll never be in a position to help somebody and watch somebody struggle. That's never been me. So I feel like, this is my personal opinion, he swear it ain't true, but I feel like he was always dating women that needed, I wouldn't say a savior. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I always needed help, somebody to come and rescue them, somebody to finance their life. And I told him I can do that myself. I don't need you for your money. I'm with you because I want you. You know what I'm saying? If you think you can throw a bag at me, that ain't gonna work for me. I desire things that cost nothing. Quality time. I desire conversation. I desire, you know, somebody that could come into the house of the Lord and worship with me and is not afraid of what people may think. That's the type of man that I truly desire. A man who doesn't care about what anybody thinks. Like, I know I wouldn't be where I am without God, and I'm gonna give him everything that I got. So that's just where we kind of left off. It was like, what I felt was the easiest thing for him to do, that was the hardest for him to do. You know,
that's so good.
He would rather spend money than spend time, and I'm just not settling for that because I don't have to.
Yeah, that's so good. You rather spend money than time.
I don't have to.
And like she said, I got my own money, and I don't need your money. I need your time. Wow. Because somebody probably think him like, you crazy. The man wasn't beating you.
Right.
He wasn't talking crazy.
Right. And you get a ring back.
And you get a ring back. You crazy.
Yeah.
Like, are you okay? It's so, and a lot of people say, it's so hard to find men out here. Why would you give a good one back?
Because I know that that's not God's best for me. He's a great man, and I'm going to continue to emphasize that. He is such a great man. He is such a great father, but that doesn't mean he's my person.
Oh,
that does not mean he's my person. And a lot of us settle for, like you said, the potential. I know he has the potential to be, but if he's not willing to come up to that potential that I see, then I'm gonna run myself ragged trying to like make him be something that he's not ready to be right now. And it is what it is, you know. And we had to, I think you were talking about the bitterness. Sorry, I got sidetracked. But as far as being bitter, I wanted to take him down for child support. I wanted to take him for everything that he had.
Yeah.
Since you want to get money, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it through the courts. But the Lord would not allow me to put that man on child support. He would not. He said, Kim, you being bitter because you don't need his money.
You don't need his money.
You don't need his money. You are being bitter. And I'm telling y'all, that's the only reason. So the answer to that is the Holy Ghost. That is the only way you can navigate this life without being bitter, without any resentment, is by the Holy Ghost. Because he will literally check you if you let him.
Yeah.
He'll check you.
Yeah.
And he checked me. You are only doing that to be spiteful. You are only doing that to be malicious and be mean.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, and I get more from him without the court that I do, you know what I'm saying? Because I had the option to be ugly and be evil, but for what? And you have so many women out there hold their kids against these men because the men they want to be with you, the men they want to do right. Now you want to hold, you can't see your. Why? Give me my break. I think that is crazy. Y'all hold these men from seeing their kids, and you complain about needing a break
because the relationship didn't work with y'all, or because y'all don't co-parent good, or because he's like this, or he like this. I don't want him. You withhold a child on purpose, right? Like, but when they going, what time? Like, seriously.
And how long are you?
Right. I don't see how y'all do that. And if it's for safety reasons, that's different.
Absolutely.
But if it's like that, man, you
being spiteful.
Come on.
Yeah,
you being spiteful.
Women just being spiteful.
You just being spiteful. You just trying to withhold. You ain't seeing. You gonna never see your kids again. Using them as a pawn to control somebody. That's wrong.
Yeah.
We was out of town with my brother this past week, and we were just talking and stuff. And I forgot who asked. What I think that was my brother-in-law. He said, what is my weakness? And I told him that because I see a potential of someone versus the reality of them. That's a big weakness for me. I can see, oh well, what if this person is like, oh my God, what if this person becomes this? Oh my God, and I feel like I put too much time, so I'm gonna make him better. Right. I'm gonna make him better for the next woman. You know what I'm saying? So if you do, you know what I'm saying, and you'll hold on to something longer than you should because you're looking at somebody what they could become.
Right.
And I love the fact that took a lot of strength for her to be like, he's a great person, amazing father, but he's not my person.
Right.
That takes strength.
Absolutely.
That takes strength, man. I did that even with my kids' dad. I was married to him. Great guy, great daddy, but we weren't compatible.
Right.
And you have to know that. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people are in marriages? How many people are miserable? I'm talking about miserable.
Not so. I refuse because you see the real misery on people's face just to say that I have a husband. Betty Wright said it. And I don't see no point when that song come on. I'd rather have a piece of man than no man. The devil is a lie. I don't receive that for my life. And some people really will hold on to the fact, well, at least I got a man. Huh?
And you got
right, but you're miserable. There are, you're dealing with abuse, whether that's physical, mental, just to say you got a man, it takes strength to walk away. And it really does take strength to stay in a position where you know you are called from, but you are choosing to stay because of fear. Because if I leave him, then how am I going to pay my bills? Ooh. If I leave him, you know, what's going to happen with my kids? And that was something that the enemy tried to play with me. Well, you need to stay with them because you know how these people be touching kids, and you know, I know for sure that they're safe with their dad, right? But I said, you really think, Kim, that God is going to bring you somebody that you have to be worried with your kids around? Mm-hmm. Do you really think? Like, no. So I couldn't let that hold me hostage and in bondage because I think that, you know, they only safe with their dad. No, it's men out here that will love my kids as if they were their own. Mm-hmm. So I'm not settling, and I'm going to stick by God. Micah 7:7. Baby, I'm sticking with God, baby, because I know He's going to make this thing right. I know what He promised me, and I'm going to wait on the full manifestation of the promise because I know it's going to be something so amazing. And it's so crazy because, you know, I see everybody else seemingly getting what I've been praying for, what I've been wanting. I think that's the hardest part.
How do you navigate that? How do you navigate
the Holy Ghost?
How do you navigate
that? Is the hardest part when you see people like, Lord, now you know, these people don't care nothing about you, and seemingly a good man, seemingly a good woman, but again, people only show you what they want you to see.
Reels, baby.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I just have to, you know, it was one time I got on social media, I promise you, and I said, all of my friends are getting married. Huh? I said, let me log out because I felt my spirit, you know, trying to rise up like, God, like, have you forgotten about me? But I had to remember, God sees and He knows. He's Elroy. He sees me. He has not forgotten about me. And so I'm holding on to the fact that I know what it is that He promised me. And He told me before, and I said it on my channel, God told me, Kim, I'm not about to ruin my reputation.
Yeah.
If I said it's gotta happen, like I'm not gonna take back what I said. But you think I'm gonna ruin my reputation for you? Who are you?
Yeah.
If I said it's gonna happen, you just need to learn how to wait patiently in me and get to work. Like if you start twiddling your thumbs, then you won't realize that
time and
do what I told you to do. And that's why I've been on social media and YouTube. Like you said, how long you been on YouTube and you want to ask me about a man? Girl, get out my face.
Right.
So
yeah,
I honestly believe that's the problem. And God told me before, Kim, I can trust you with the man. I can trust you with the money. I know that you're not going to hoard it up for yourself. I know that you're going to be an amazing wife to this man, but I cannot trust you with me.
Heavy right there.
I cannot trust you with me. So I really don't get mad when I see people go before me, when I see things happen that I've been desiring, because I have not done the things that God has called me to.
Yeah.
And that's what He said. That's what I told you. I can't trust you to do what I can't trust you with me.
Ooh,
you will make that man your everything and forget about me and forget about the things that I've told you to do. I don't even have a man and I haven't been on YouTube in how long? And that's what He called me to do. And it's just, I'll get to it. And it's like, okay, well, get your man to you.
I give that to you.
When you do what I told you to do. So it's not nobody. It's me. It's me. I'm the problem. And I tell them all the time. They be cracking up at me. I'm really the problem. That's why I'm sitting like this, because I feel like I got. So I'm the problem. If you keep eating, Kim, what do you expect to happen? But here we are. I'm just being honest.
Right. People need transparency. Right? They need transparency, baby. We're not lying.
Right, like it's uncomfortable.
You know, hey, it is what it is. You know, baby. You know, the trip. We were just trying to figure out, baby, drinks and soda, ice cream, baby. Like,
God, it was.
I did good the first few days, but after them first few days, baby, ooh, Jesus, the dessert.
Good, but I enjoyed myself because I know at the end of the day, like, these days are passing us by, and we cannot just continue to be stuck. Yeah, we can't continue to be stuck and holding on to things. So sometimes it's good to just live a little, not, live in sin, but it's good to just, let your hair down and enjoy the blessings that, God has already given to us. If we really look around and take a moment, like, these are really the things that we pray for. A lot of us are living in answered prayers. It may not be everything that we pray for, but a lot of the things that we are living in are places that we are right now.
Yep. Answer prayer,
for sure.
That is so good, y'all. And I like when you said that, Kim, as far as just taking time sometimes, because sometimes we can, y'all. We can just get so what the Lord haven't done, but not taking a moment to see what He's already done. A lot, like we sit and answer prayers, things I done prayed about, things I wanted, God didn't answer, but now I'm on to the next prayer. I need you to answer this too. We never satisfied. I done talked about this. We never satisfied. Even when the husband comes, we're gonna find something else to complain about. It's just always complain. It's just ongoing because we always want. Yeah. Lord, I want this. Lord, I want a bigger car. Lord, I want this. Lord, I want that. Or the 2026 iPhone coming out. I want that too. You just want everything. You just never, or you just ever gonna be satisfied if you can. And I think God told me this one time, if you could ever just grasp being content in me, that you won't even see the time passing. If you could just grasp the fact of doing what I called you to do now, really letting go.
Right.
And being godly or having godly contentment in me, for real. I ain't talking about just play. I'm talking about for real, you gonna be good.
Yeah.
A man is gonna come to add to you. He ain't gonna complete you.
Absolutely.
He's gonna come add to what you have already got going on with me. You heard I didn't even say about what you got going out there with me. Because a man, I know I've been married before. A man don't complete you. You can have a man laying right beside you and still crying at night. You can have a man laying right beside you and still depressed.
Yeah.
They don't complete.
No.
They don't complete you. Even in a happy marriage. I heard my sister, I think Jay said this, Kim. Jay said, Mark can be laying right next to me. She has a great marriage. But she said he can be laying right next to me. I'm still sad because it's something that God got to feel within me.
Absolutely.
I can't go find it in the world. I can't go find it in Jacob's will.
You can try.
You can try now. You can go party, and go club and do all of that, but it's still that sadness, that void still sitting there.
Spinning your wheels.
Yeah, and so I just advise any woman, man, any man that's watching this, let God feel you. Let God truly feel you. Even when your season, it's time for your season to change, God will do that. But it's not up to us to try to make that happen.
Right.
To keep being sad about it. Oh my God, she went before me. Cause I've been there too. I'm like, dang, Lord, I done been studying, I've been praying, like, dang, like, you don't see me?
Right.
She got promotion, she got this, he got that, like, dang, I let go of what you told me to let go of, like, you don't see me, but it's still a pruning that we got to go through, y'all.
But I think about what you just said, it just came to me, when you say, I let go of what you told me to let go of, but how long did it take you to let it go? After he told you
delayed disobedience.
Right.
I delayed
it took you 2 years. I told you 2 years ago to let it go, and you just and now you want me to move because you finally moved 2 years later. Yeah, no. If you would have maybe moved when I told you to move, maybe it would have. But that's the whole. We don't think about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We never think about that. We just like, oh, I did it, but how long did it take you to do it?
You still disobedient because you took forever to do it. When I called you to do that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a whole video by itself. Like delayed disobedience. How many of us find ourselves there? Oh, I can't let him go because I want to be comfortable. I want the now. Right. I don't want to go through a season or being by myself and like this new to me. Right now, I told Kim I said, girl, this new to me. I said, I ain't never had my phone to be dry. Not talking to nobody. Talking about not talking to nobody.
Definitely an alarm clock. I'm used to it, but that's what I told her. I've never been the type that has like multiple men around me, like even like friends. I don't even have like male friends or or anything like that, or people that I just converse with on the phone because I know how I am and the way my heart is set up. I can't afford to just have randoms around me all the time. So I mean, it has been a dry phone, and it's been like that for years until I met the kid's dad, and now it's back to the same. I feel like I felt like there's like a veil over me, like so almost to the point where men don't even see me. And I guess that's a protection for me because God knows again how my heart is set up, because again he made me this way. He gave me this heart, and he knows that I love like I love so much, and I thank him for the protection. Like I don't have random men coming up to me, because I told the Lord, if it's not my husband, get him out my face. I'd rather be happy right where I am. Like somebody is miserable crying at night because this man is cheating on them or that he's, you know, hurting them. Just even emotionally, it doesn't always have to be a physical hurt. Just emotionally talking down to them, not being what he said that he was going to be, you know, not true to their word.
Yeah.
I sleep peacefully.
Yeah.
It's alone, but it's peacefully.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with it. It took a while for me to get here. I am okay with it. And I think to piggyback off the bitterness, when we, you know, first broke up, it was hard because again I was in sin, you know, fornicating. Again, have 2 kids, you know, by him. But the second time around, I made it very clear that I'm not having sex until marriage.
Oh, that's good.
So it was so much easier to walk away. Like I was like, okay, well, look, we tried it, but it just ain't gonna work. I was fine. Like I called him right after that. So what you doing with the kid? Where y'all gonna go?
Baby,
they probably think I'm crazy, but because
take that bite out of it.
It's different now because I don't have my feelings and emotions and all of that involved. It wasn't involved this time around, so
that's good.
And I feel like that's how I'm gonna know that this person is my husband, because he's not, or I be celibate because you want to be celibate. You know, he's already on this journey, like telling me, like I'm not having sex, I get married.
You the one, sir.
Because I don't want you to do it for me, because when times come where you don't feel like doing it, now I'm the problem. Oh, now you resent me. But if we're walking together and you're not just doing it for me, no, you really want to please God too, then there will be no issues. And I think that's the difference. Don't do it for me. Do it because you honor God.
Please God. And you want to please. That's so good. And I think too, sometimes when your standards are like that, it takes time to prepare a man like that. Those men are not just sitting around the corner. Those men are jewels. Absolutely. Those type of people are jewels. Those type of men, those are not everyday men. Now we still have great men out here, but you have most of the time, a lot of times men don't want to wait for marriage. A lot of men don't have standards, let's be honest. A lot of men don't. A lot of women don't either, but I'm talking about men right now. A lot of men don't have standards. They're like, hey, I'm with whatever. Let's go with the flow. It is what it is. Let's go with my career tonight. Like, that's what a lot of men like. But if you asking God, say, God, I want this in a man. Sometimes it takes, your man could be in a process. He could be being processed right now. And you try to rush God for something that God is processing. And we have to just understand that God's ways are higher. Absolutely. His thoughts are deeper. He's way beyond what we can see right now. And we're like, Lord, I don't know what you're doing, but God said, I do. I know what I'm doing.
Right. He don't need
I know what I'm doing for you. Girl, you asking me for this, but you rushing the process.
Yeah, which is very true.
Yeah.
And I think we were, if y'all know Kelsey, she always want to ask a question. So I feel like this is a perfect platform for her. So we was at our brother's house and she just, family, I got a question. And I'm like, here she goes. And she said, what you asked me? And I felt, what did you ask? I can't remember the question, but it was something like, well, what do you desire for a husband? When I said, baby, I've been talking about this for 37 minutes.
Oh, yeah. So
I'm not being ugly. I'm not being, not doubtful or anything, but it just comes to a point where you get tired of talking about it. So this, I'm not even focused on that. I'm not focused on it because I had a whole list of everything that I needed this man to believe, blah, blah, blah. I do, but I just trust and believe that God knows my heart. He knows what I desire, and he will not just send me anything.
Yes.
And I think the scripture, like, if you desire, like, I can't remember the scripture, like, what father is he to give you a snake if you desire something else? I can't. So he's a good father. He knows
giving our children
what he desire, what we desire. And I'm standing on that. Like, God, you know not only what I need, but you know what I desire. You know I need a man that is like rooted in you. You know I need a man that is really like the visionary. You know I need a man that I feel protected by. You know I need a man that I can make sure that if I'm out and about, like my head can be so up in the clouds because I know he got us. But you also know I desire someone that is attractive. You know all these things that I desire, someone that I enjoy coming home to every day.
That's so good. That's really good.
But it gets to a point like I'm not so focused on that no more. And I think, like I said, after all these years, it's like, Lord, I know that you see me. The enemy does try to play in my, top sometimes, like, girl, just give it up. But I would never ever give it up, because I know that that's a desire that God has for me, and I'm not going to allow doubt and fear to creep in like it'll never happen for me, because it will.
It will.
It definitely will.
It will. And I think for the last couple of weeks, I haven't necessarily torn up my list I have for a husband, but I just summed it up into God. I want him to mirror you. That's all I summed it up. I want him to mirror you.
And I think when you put it like that,
that's it.
That's the perfect man.
I just want him to mirror you.
That's the perfect man.
Because God, all of that entails you're a protector, you're a provider, you are all of that. You are all of that. So I just want him to mirror you.
I like that. Yeah.
Your heart. I don't even gotta write out everything no more. I just want him to have a heart for you, God, to mirror you. That's it. That's all. I think I really
that won't disrespect me if I'm just because I'm not in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of this is going to come with it, because God knows that's what I need and what I desire. And if he loves Christ like he said he does, he's not going to allow just anybody to come whether I'm there or not. So,
because God is faithful. All of that. He's married to me even when me and him ain't. He's married to me even still. God, that's so good. That's so good. That's so good.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Super excited on what's next for us. And I even got to a point where I told God, do it for my sister, God, even before me. Do it for my sister, because I know what she desires. I know she is such a good woman, and she has so much love to give. She is like the most level-headed of us all. She really is. And I know that she just desires a man that she could just pour all of this loving into. Like, at this point, we're going to be like, where's Kim?
No, I already told Kim, baby, when she get on her baby, I'm like, Kim. Kim always invite everybody to her house. Y'all can come over anytime, whenever. But, baby, I'm going to be looking for her. Kim, I haven't heard from you in 2 weeks.
You are. I'm being honest. See, I'm not in denial. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be looking at me with a flashlight in the daytime.
I'm like, baby, I know. I'ma know. I promise you. I'ma know when Kim found a man. I promise you. Trust and believe. We're gonna know when Kim has found a husband.
Yes, and also I desire, because with the kids there, like, I love his family.
Yeah.
Like, I might go over there today because that's just what, I feel like that's a big part of it, because not only are you marrying him, but you're marrying into their family too, and you got people who don't even like their in-laws. I'm like,
Lord help me. Lord, that's something I desire.
Oh, y'all always at your people's house, but you got to learn how to split the time. Like, I really enjoy his people, so I know we used to being over here all the time.
But I won't. Yeah.
So. They still call and check on me, and check on the kids and invite me over when they cook and stuff. And I just don't want that to end. I want us to be, even when I get a husband and he gets a wife, that we can still all come together. Like, I can hang out with his wife, because we just not on that type of time. It's not about any of this foolishness.
None of it.
It's about the kids, and it's about just loving on one another. Because it's going to come a time where we're going to have to leave this earth, in my prayers that we all can leave together. But I don't want nothing in my heart mad or irritable about how he did me 3-4 years ago when we was together. Like, why are we still doing that? You don't like the lady because why?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that for just a second.
As long as they're not. I think my brother asked me that yesterday. How would you feel if he got a wife? Okay. Why would I feel some type of way about it? Only people that feel some type of way is the people that still want them.
I say that. That's my. Oh, God, I say that all the time.
If you got an issue with a woman, it's because you still want that man. If she's not hurt, if you met her, my only thing when I talk to their dad is allow me to meet her one-on-one, so I can say, what are your intentions? I'm not even about him, about my kids. Because if I'm leaving, I trust you that he has enough sense to be with somebody who he can trust around his kids. It's going to be sometimes he may have to run to the store. He shouldn't have to put them in the car just to run to the store. If you're, his wife, he should be able to leave the kids. And I want to make sure that we have that type of relationship. If they get on your nerves, call me. If he at work, call me. I'll come get my kids. But don't you ever in your life think that you can play with them. Ever. I don't care what type, form, or fashion, you cannot ever play with my kids. At all. And so as long as we have that understanding, I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. I have no qualms about him dating somebody, bringing somebody around the kids. As long as I have that respect to meet them, first just to see where they head at, because I might be able to see something he can't see.
I agree with that. 100%.
I mean, as long as you don't leave the kids around her.
I agree with that 100%, because that's still being a mother. I still got to know, just like I would be respectful enough to let you meet who I'm talking to,
right.
I want that same respect too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know you are serious about this person. I need to know they're gonna be around my kids. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I need to meet her,
and I'm going to give him that respect of letting him know, hey, I'm thinking about bringing such and such to meet the kids. How do you feel about it?
How do you feel?
Because I'm not going to bring nobody around my kids and let them meet my kids without his knowledge. It's just a respect thing. I respect him way too much as a dad. He's a prison father. It's not like he's not. You know, you got to consult with somebody who will see him every 3 months. Like no, but he's a very present father, and I dare not just let some man come into our lives without. You know, letting their dad give their ass a heads up. If you want to meet him, you can. If you don't, that's on you. But I'm just letting you know what's about to happen.
That's good.
And so I'm even at a place now where even when I do meet somebody, nobody's meeting my kids.
I agree.
Nobody's meeting my kids. Nobody is meeting my kids because, again, I have to know where your heart is, and I have to know where your mind is.
And then you just let him random to meet your kids. You done got in 5 relationships,
in and out,
in a whole year, and you just let everybody and the child getting attached to this person, seeing this person come over. Now that relationship don't work.
I think that's very neglectful as a parent to just allow everybody
to pour into your babies. And then Kim, we are there like we are one form of protection for them. Absolutely. If we don't stand up for them or safeguard them from stuff, we're a form of protection for them. So we're letting men just come in and out the door because I think this the one. I already said this. I think I was just telling my brother-in-law this the other day that I'm not gonna wait. So it's gonna be a little balance for me this time because I made a mistake of allowing somebody to meet my kids before. But I think I'm gonna have some type of, well, I'm not super serious, but it's going somewhere. I don't know what type of middle that is. Because I need to see how my children are around you though. Okay. I need to see if there's some type of connection somewhere. Because I don't need it to then you awkward. I know it's gonna be some form of awkwardness at first, right? Y'all just first meeting. But I just need to see how you are around them. How do y'all got some good chemistry? Are you weird? I mean, do you like kids at all? What's happening?
That should be a conversation before
you like, no, you weird.
Like,
yes, I agree.
I feel like I agree. When you get somebody, you should be able to know, like, okay, they gonna buy well with my kids.
I would hope, I would hope. I thought
you gotta have a little bit of challenge. You can't be so just. Oh no,
you gonna have to be a little childish. You gonna have to be a little childish for me. He gonna have to be goofy or something. You gonna have to. Cause I'm not a serious person. I like to have fun. I love to laugh. I like to joke. Yeah. So you gonna have to have a form of that. You can't be uptight with me all the time, baby. Just loosen your neck, baby, and loosen your shoulders. Like, why you so mad? Why you so upset today? Why you so serious? Why you so serious? No. Right. And the God knows I can never mesh with nobody like that. God knows I can't. I'm 33 years old and God knows I'm still a big kid at heart. Right. I love to have fun. I love all of that. So God knows, like I said, that's why I just want his heart to mirror God's, because God knows what that entails. And so I'm just giving my list over to God. I'm like, Lord, I just want him to mirror you. That's all. God, I want to be attracted to this man. All of that. Here you go, Lord. I give this to you. You multiply it, and and we go from there. But yeah, sis,
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for your next, sis. I'm excited for our next.
I'm the only one who's never been married. All of my siblings are married or have been married. And I'm the only one. I'm just like,
I say, but I truly believe he custom made though. But that's what I'm saying. That suit, baby. You know how you have to go get a suit tailor to fit you. That's how I feel like Kim's husband is. He got to fit her. He gotta fit her. He gotta fit her. He's not nothing that just like you blow Joe, you can just get off the street. He gotta fit her. He's customized for her, and God knows what she wants in a spouse, and he has to fit that. He knows what her kids need as well as for a bonus dad. All of that. God calculates everything. We only look at now how I'm feeling uncomfortable. Lord, Rest assured, babe. I got you. He got it. I got you. So, Kim, I want you to look at that green dot. This is the last thing. I'm gonna let the peoples go. I want you to look at that green dot. I want you to encourage a woman that's maybe going through. She's having a hard time. She's been maybe engaged before. She's bitter, co-parenting. Just the stress of it all. She don't allow this man to see the kids. Just encourage. This person, she was in a serious relationship with him, hurt, trauma, past, all of that. Just encourage.
Well, the first thing, sis, is I'm just encouraging the woman.
You encourage the woman, the man, because maybe it's a man watching or a couple, you know.
Well, the first thing, sis, is that you're going to have to allow God to mend your broken heart.
Yeah.
And I know it's not going to be easy at first because, again, I'm not telling you anything that I have not done. And I really think, my sister, I think this was such a good topic. And at first it's like... But it's the freedom in this. Yeah. It's freedom in, conversing and telling your story, your testimony, because I know it'll always be like this. And so I want you to know that God has not forgotten about you. And even for the woman that's holding on to something that she knows God is calling her to let go, I want you to know that God has not forgotten about you. I want you to know that that is not the best that it will get. You don't have to settle thinking that it will never get any better. This is the best that I can do. The devil is a liar. It gets so much better than where you are right now. I'm telling you, even for just the piece of it all, it gets better. So if you're holding on to bitterness, allow the Lord to mend that heart. Allow the Lord to release that soul tie that you're having to that man. If you desire for that man to be the husband, you really, truly feel like you heard God. Sometimes it is best to let stuff go. And if you come back together, then come back together. But don't stay stuck for the kids. And, I'm just staying for my kids.
That's good.
Your kids don't want to see you miserable. Your kids do not want to see their mom crying every day because she's just like trying to hold it together for the kids.
That's so good.
No, ma'am.
That's so good.
No, sir. If you are miserable in a relationship, in, wanting to be free, your wife or your, girlfriend is just not what God has for you. When you marry, it's a little bit harder, to walk away. It's some stuff you got to go through. You really got to consult with the Lord. But if you know that this man or this woman that you're dating is really not the wife that God has called for you, let it go. Yeah. There's no point of you holding on or stringing her along. She's stringing you along. If this comes to a point, we got to cut the ties. I don't hate you. We can still have conversations here and there. But I can't be in this because I know this is not healthy for me. A lot of people are in toxic relationships and they think it's okay. That's not healthy. Your kids are listening to you fuss and argue all day. That's not healthy. It's not healthy. You say you're staying for the kids. It can make sense. So I just want to encourage, somebody that does get better. And, if you decide to let that thing go, the enemy will play with you like, well, you should have just stayed. Look at you. Your phone dry. Ain't nobody talking to you. And it's fine because when my time comes, I'm telling you, it's going to come. And it's going to be like, God, this is what you had. Man, I wish I would have waited a little bit better had I known this is what was really, coming. So that's my desire now, is to wait better than I have been. Is to get focused on the things that he has called me to do. And I'm telling, like she said, that time is going to pass by. Yeah. Them DMs going to light up. And who knows? I really feel like I'm going to meet him at Walmart. We're going to be both reaching for the grapes. I don't know. Something about the grapes.
The applesauce for me, the applesauce. I love applesauce, y'all. And I'm so childish. I told them childish.
You want these grapes?
I told you I'm childish. I like applesauce.
I'm telling y'all something about Walmart and the grapes. But, and even just trying to do better about myself, because I'm known for just walking out the house like, I gotta run real quick. But just trying to put more effort into my appearance when I walk out the house. It's okay to put a little eyebrow and a little, mascara and a little concealer on. It's okay. Yeah. It's okay to, put yourself together before you leave, because again, you're not only a reflection of you, you're a reflection of Christ.
That's
and you walking out the house looking crazy in a bonnet,
any type of way.
Slides.
Any type of way. Look at any type of way. That's so good.
So I just want to encourage you that, hold on, sis, it gets better. It gets better. And I'm ready for all of us to come back and testify on this post.
It's so good.
Of the goodness of God, just seeing us, whether we've met him this year. I truly believe I'm going to meet him this year. And I'm so ready for us all, to go to our parents' house and sit together with our husbands, our wives, and our children running around. Like this is life. This moment. this is what we've all desired. And I know so many people have been praying for me and praying for my spouse, and it's not falling on deaf ears. God hears and he knows. So that is my prayer for you, that God will answer that prayer. God will allow you to be able to leave that situationship. God will release you from that bondage of feeling like it doesn't get any better than this, because you're really not leaning and depending on God. If you really think that's the best God has for you, then you truly don't know God. So let us take this time, for the rest of the year and just really lean into God. Not worried about a man, not worried about a wife. And I really think when we keep our eyes up, that we're really just going to run into him, because we're not focused. Like, we're so focused on the things of God. So I'm ready for us to come back and testify. So make sure y'all save this. Make sure y'all like it, bookmark it, so you can come back and testify. And if you have some things you're believing God for, put it in the comments.
That's good.
Put it in the comments.
That's really good.
And then come back and under your comment, it's like, y'all, I said it.
I said it.
I prophesied that thing. So
that's really good. And as she was talking, I heard more than what you prayed for, and so. More than you prayed for. More than you prayed for. Things that you don't even know you need. I see it all.
I believe
it, the Lord. So, y'all get ready, get excited. I know I am. Sometimes, like Kim said, I get discouraged sometimes. It can be discouraging at times. You're like, Lord, I ain't used to this. But I really do get excited when I think about what's to come, though.
Absolutely.
I do get excited. I'm like, Lord, you got this. Let me take my hand out the wheel. You got this. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm gonna just keep focused on you seriously and walking in purpose. And when the time is right, he will make it happen.
Absolutely.
And so, Kim, tell the people how they can get in touch with you or what you have going on.
And I just want to say this before I go to. Do not allow depression to beat you down.
Yes.
I'm telling y'all, a lot of times my sisters didn't even know that I was depressed. I would call them and say, what y'all doing? Getting together. I needed that community, because the enemy was literally trying to beat me over the head. Like, it will never happen for me. So sometimes you have to get up, get out their house.
You do.
Even if you go to a friend's house, even if you go to a sister, a sibling, whatever you have to do, don't allow yourself to stay there. The enemy's job is to quite literally make you lose your mind and take you out.
Lose your mind.
Don't allow it. Get up, go to Walmart, just go look around. I don't care if you don't have no money. Go look around, walk in the park, do something, but don't sit in a house and just allow yourself to fester in those feelings. I'm telling you, I don't know why that just came to me, but
that's so good.
Don't allow it. Depression is the season. It's about to come up on like fall, Christmas time.
Getting darker, quicker.
Yeah, y'all, we cannot fall into that seasonal depression. I don't care what the enemy says. Stop speaking that over yourself. It's just a little season. Ooh. It's just my anxiety.
Who anxiety?
But y'all better stop speaking that stuff over yourself.
Yeah.
Not do it. Okay, but anyway. How you can get in touch with me. So again, YouTube, title starting over. I'm starting back this week. So I'm starting back this week. This episode will be over there too. Maybe I gotta find a way to get it over there. But just in case, some people on my channel may need to see it. You can find me on TikTok. I believe it's Your Life Insurance Agent. Also,
I'll put it in the description as well.
Before we leave, GoFundMe's are not life insurance.
Yeah.
Just one I know y'all hate. I just want to put that out there. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So if y'all need some insurance, definitely give me a call. We have some people, licensed everywhere that could, get you guys set up. Because again, we have to be, as mothers and parents and fathers, we have to be wise. We got all these things, but don't have anything set up for our kids. If God was to take us today, we doing GoFundMe's to make sure your kids can have an education. We shouldn't do that, but we got everything that we want in this life. Leave something for your kids. So yeah, I am so happy again. Thank you for inviting me, sister. I cannot wait to have our husbands on this podcast when we come back.
Oh, they're gonna be on here, y'all. They're gonna be on here. They're gonna be on here.
Stitch this with our husbands.
They're gonna be here. They're gonna be here. Baby. You got anything you wanna say, babe? You got anything you wanna say?
I know, y'all. I'm so excited. I can just see it now. Like I'm telling y'all. Wow. It's gonna be quicker than we think.
They thought Noah was crazy when you building the ark. They thought Sarah was crazy for believing the Lord, and although that baby came, he came a little later, but I promise you he came.
It ain't
gonna take me 90, but baby, I promise you he is coming. I'm trying to tell y'all, but
I'm decreeing this thing before the end of this year. Come on. Before the end of 2025, I am going to meet my husband.
You're gonna encounter that man of God, okay? You're gonna encounter that man of God, okay?
It's gonna be something so great.
I'm so excited for us, sis. I'm so excited for us, okay? And all the women that, not only me and my sister, but all the women that are believing for marriage one day. But all the women, I am praying for y'all, seriously. Because sometimes I find myself, when I'm praying, just praying over us. Because I know it's hard being single, y'all.
Yeah.
And we're not talking from a place of this being easy. This is hard.
And it seems like the dating pool has a little pee in it.
You got some
boo-boo in it.
got
to believe.
For real.
Listen, our husbands are not even in the dating pool. They just like, Lord, when you study them, they ain't even trying to get into the mix of all this foolishness. They're not. God has something so special for us, y'all. And I just wish I could feel my heart on just knowing, like I'm telling you, it's going to be great. And I just know that I would do it all over again.
Me too.
To get to that place of finally having my husband, the man that I have been praying for all this time.
I'm so excited. I like the experience, things that the strength that I have even taken away from all the experiences that I had, the relationships. I promise you, like I know God is, making me ready for that man, because I done been through a divorce. I done been through a situationship for years. I done been through some things that has taught me life. And like Kim said, although things were hard, I wouldn't take it back, because it's made me who the woman I am today. It shaped me, literally. It molded me into be this woman that I am today. You know what I'm saying? And so God ain't done. So don't be discouraged. I hope this.
He wasting nothing.
Nothing. And so I hope this video truly encouraged somebody. You send this to your mama, your grandmama, your uncle, your auntie, your boyfriend, your fiance, whoever. Send it. Get us in the algorithm, y'all, for real, because so many, not only women need to hear this, men,
absolutely.
Everybody. Let's have a conversation. Engage in those comments. Talk back to me. I promise you, I write back. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Have you been married before? Have you ever been engaged? Did it not work out? Why not? Let's talk. And so I'm gonna have all my sister information down below as well.
Make sure y'all go follow. Have a testimony coming this week. Something that will truly bless you. Yes. I've been waiting. I think I was waiting over 10 years for this, and thought it would never happen. So again, go follow my page.
I'm gonna put it down below.
I have something coming to just encourage you again, to tie another knot, to know if God told you something, you best believe He's gonna come through.
I promise you. So be encouraged. All Kim's information will be below, so you can follow her. Go get some insurance. All of that, okay? And so that's your girl. Just go get some life insurance. Let's go and get this stuff together, okay? Sure. Because I do know, especially us as black people, we are procrastinate, baby. We think we gonna live forever. YOLO, okay?
And that's our desire, but let's be smart about it and leave something for our kids. My whole thing, and I say this about my kids, we really finna go. We've been on here. Are you gonna do this full video? I'm gonna do the full video. Okay. Listen, y'all, make sure y'all watch to the end. I said my kids will not have to get it out the mud like me. And I mean that. No. I mean that, whether that be through life insurance or that be through my actions that I'm doing now. My kids are not going to have to struggle. Nope. They are not. They have the option of, do I want to work? I don't know.
Do I feel like it?
I know. They don't have to be working through school. You know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen. So I'm doing what I can now for them. Everything that I do is for them. So let's be mindful of our kids and don't make them struggle like we had to. Let's break that generational curse.
That's good. See, so bam, if y'all made it to the end of the video, I want you to put a star, leave a star emoji in the comments. Let us know that you've seen it. Let us know. Like I said, comment, talk back, and we will write you back, okay? Absolutely. And so bam, thank y'all so much, and until next time, y'all be encouraged and be in faith. We love y'all. Bye.